And we're back here in the studio, and I've got Jamie here from United Methodist Village. And first, we're going to start off. You're just going to give me a little background on what United Methodist Village is.
Yep. We're actually a retirement community in Lawrenceville, Illinois.
Okay.
We've been around since 1908, so it's been about 103 years.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, and who can come to United Methodist Village? Who's eligible?
It's a senior retirement community, so we have lots of different services. We have independent living, assisted living, we have respite care, rehab care, we have an Alzheimer's unit, intermediate and skilled care, and we also have a children's daycare called the Village Playhouse.
Well, and that's what we're going to talk about next. You guys kind of run the gamut of different things, but what is Village Playhouse?
The Village Playhouse is a children's daycare. It's located on the lower level of our retirement community.
Okay.
And so it is a nice combination of generations between the elderly and the kids, and they both thoroughly enjoy it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do they interact?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's every single day.
Right, okay.
But, you know, the kids have their spot and the residents have their spot, but, you know, sometimes the kids will come and perform for the residents.
Aww.
Maybe they'll sing songs, or they'll come up like during Halloween, and they'll do a Halloween parade and do trick-or-treating with each resident's room, or even staff members' offices. This last week we had a sock hop, and and Elvis came and he sang songs, and an ice cream social, and the kids came and performed too.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So it's a really nice, you know, because you know, some residents get lots of family members to come visit, and some don't. So for those who don't, it's almost like it's their grandkids that get to come and see them.
Oh, that's really well, and that's kind of why I was going to ask you, what benefits do you see by kind of mixing, like you said, those different generations? I'm sure both are kind of learning from each other.
No, absolutely. I think, you know, obviously when you have kids that are around elderly as consistently as they are, you know, they have, when they grow older, they have more of a tolerance and more of a respect for the elderly and for their grandparents. And of course, the residents just love it. I mean, they get so excited.
Oh, I'm sure, definitely. Now, what ages are eligible to go to Village Playhouse?
It's a daycare, so it's 6 weeks to 6 years old. So that's kind of why we're talking about it today, because we're getting ready to go into back to school with in August 17th and 18th, around my area at least, that people are starting to go back to school. I know people are thinking it's July, it's not back to school yet, but
oh my gosh,
it's coming
so soon.
Yeah.
So soon.
So we do accept 6 weeks to 6 years old, and we are located next to the Lawrenceville Junior High and the grade school. So it's an easy commute if a parent's already dropping off one child.
Just drop them all off at the same time.
Yeah.
And then how can people pay for the daycare services?
Well, it's a private pay, but also we do accept Project Child. And we're a DCFS licensed daycare.
Okay.
And they also have an ISBE pre-K program.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Well, now you rattled off a bunch of different services that you guys have. Tell me a little bit, we have about a minute left, but tell me a little bit about some of those other services.
Well, two I'd like to touch on is respite care and rehab to home program.
Okay.
The respite care is a short-term care program where they can stay a minimum of 7 days to 13 days. And to just kind of reiterate, this is for our seniors.
Okay.
And so
we're kind of jumping back and forth. But for seniors.
Yes. So if you have an elderly family member at home that you're caring for, and maybe you need to go on vacation with your family and you can't take them with you, or you need some time off, or maybe you have a child in the hospital and you can't deal with the elderly parent, and that's when you bring them to us. And again, it's just a minimum short stay of 7 to 13 days, but they also can stay longer. It would just need to be more paperwork and to be more permanent. But then we also have rehab to home, which is nice. Because if they're in the hospital, like if they fell, or if you've got an elderly couple that lived together, but maybe one fell and the other didn't,
Wonderful.
then so you can bring the hair for rehab.
Well, great. Well, if you want more information, you can go to that website on your screen. Thanks so much for joining us for Valley Showcase. Have a